Before you start assembling your Mantic clutch, read the instructions provided with the kit. It is important to have all the mating surfaces clean to ensure that there is no driveline misalignment present, which is a critical factor with a multi-plate clutch. Clean all the working surface areas of the clutch and flywheel with an acetone type material that leaves no residue to ensure that there is nothing that will affect the future working of the clutch. Use the bolts that are supplied with the kit to ensure that they are the correct tensile strength and length. They are fitted from the rear of the flywheel and ensure that the heads are located in the groove in the flywheel to prevent them turning on tightening. Install the flywheel on the engine. Most engine manufacturers recommend that the flywheel bolts be replaced every time the clutch is changed. Use Loctite on the bolts and use genuine flywheel bolts to attach the flywheel. Attention to the manufacturer's specifications and just check to make sure that the head of the bolt is still in the groove on the back of the flywheel. The drive blocks are fitted in the groove on the flywheel to ensure that they can't turn when the clutch is installed. So just make sure they're all right and check again for the heads of the bolts in the back of the flywheel. The clutch plates are clearly marked flywheel side, so install the clutch plate as shown with the aligning tool used to locate it accurately for the fitment of the second plate. Some Mantic intermediate plates do not have the clips as shown, but irrespective of this, they are fitted in the same manner. So they are located on the drive blocks and the spring clips, if fitted, are on the groove on the flywheel. Just check to make sure it's all lined up. The second clutch plate is marked as pressure plate side, so it goes on to the alignment tool as shown, with the splines nicely lined up so that the gearbox will go in easily. The pressure plate has a groove on the working side to locate the spring clips and has the same cutouts to locate on the drive blocks as the intermediate plate. The cover assembly has a groove on the underside, again to locate the drive blocks. It's important that they be lined up on the cover assembly. And it just slips straight on to the bolts as shown. Just check that the assembly is correctly located by applying a bit of pressure to it, and again, check the heads of the bolts are still in the correct position. Always use the supplied lock washers to go with the nuts to ensure that the cover assembly cannot come loose. Tighten the nuts half a turn at a time in a crosshatch direction and tension to a final tension of 33 Newton meters. It is important when installing the clutch that air tools not be used. Remove the aligning tool and check the diaphragm to ensure that the fingers are even. They should all be within 1 millimeter. If there is more than this, loosen off the cover assembly and retension in the manner as described to make sure that the finger height is even. Your Mantic clutch is now installed. The only thing that remains is to follow the bedding in procedure in the instructions to ensure you get the maximum life and performance out of your Mantic clutch. So there you have it, the installation procedure for the Mantic 9000 series twin plate clutch. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank Greg and the team at VCM Suite for allowing us to use their premises. And if you need more information on the product or installation tips or anything like that, go to our website on www.mantic.com.au.